always believed that credit should be a human right. My question is, who is going to establish those rights? Is it the state which brings you food every morning? Or state will give you enough opportunity for you to find the food so that it's your responsibility? So if you leave it to the people, then how should they proceed? One difficulty with people, poor people, they cannot start an income flow. And I came up with the idea of self-employment. You first hire yourself and go into it. Then you need the money. So you need credit. Financial institutions are blocked for poor people. It works only for the richest people. I said, why don't we create the credit institutions like Berlin Bank, which provides that facility in a reasonable way. And that's what this microcredit is all about. If you put microcredit into the picture, then all other things become feasible. Once that right is established, right to food is done because you have income, right to work is done because you're already working, right to shelter is done because if you have income, you will build your house. And also, credit institution also give you financial services for building the house. So that's why I said it should be included in the list of right to human rights. And then if I'm asked to grade them or rank them, which one should be number one, number two, number three, I will always put right to credit as number one, because that opens the door for everything else. The word microcredit became very popular, very respectable. So people try to take advantage of that word. The loan sharks, who are traditional loan sharks, they say we are doing microcredit. People say, oh, when you're microcredit, you are a good guy. So suddenly by twisting the term from the loan sharking, using the word microcredit, his loan is also small. So legitimately he says, I'm doing microcredit. He hides the fact that his interest rate is 5,000%. So that's the problem that caused by all this, who are money makers, who are in the microcredit program, not for helping people, but to see this as an opportunity to make money out of the poor people. And my plea to them, why don't you wait for a while? Help them to get out of poverty first, and then you go and make money after that. But they're so impatient. So you want to make money out of them right now, immediately. Microcredit was a kind of entry point for us. And we built up a lot of other things. We built up the health insurance program, created health programs. We created nursing college so that the young girls from Grameen families can become world-class nurses, because there's an extreme shortage of nurses in Bangladesh. Also, we started social business, a joint venture to produce auto mechanic. Grameen Bank can give you a loan, pay for the training, and you become good mechanic. And social business fund invest if you want to start a workshop. So you have a skill, you don't have to go for a job again. Now that you have a certificate, your tendency would be traditionally, you sell this certificate, I'm a good mechanic, give me a job. So no, not here. You keep your certificate wherever you want to keep. We are here to finance you to set up a workshop and earn money and take other people to learn your skill and send them to auto mechanic school and so on. Sometimes I'm introduced as a banker to the poor. So I always tell, yes, that's a good description of me, because if you call me a banker, people will be confused. But if there was a banker and he came and you introduce him as a banker, which is a normal thing you do, and again, people have the wrong impression. You call him banker, that means he lends money to everybody. He doesn't. So I said, the correct thing would be, if you introduce me as a banker to the poor, you should introduce him as a banker to the rich. That's what he is. But you hide that fact. And you hide everything else. You call that as a bank. You don't say, this is a specialized bank for the rich people, like we are a specialized bank for the poor people. But literally, all banks are banks for the rich, because the law creates that way. I said, why don't you create another law to create bank for the poor? Then that bank will be lending money like the Grameen Bank does. But today, that bank cannot be created because you don't have a legal home for them. So that's the first thing you have to do, create a law in every country so that bank to the poor can be created, bank to the poor.